Good morning. Want to catch up on today's most important headlines? Fast? In just a few minutes, we'll break down two major stories shaping the world right now. Curious about what's happening in Los Angeles and Argentina? Stay with us and find out why these events matter to you. Tensions are rising in Los Angeles as recent immigration raids spark widespread protests and prompt a strong response from federal authorities. President Donald Trump has announced that the federal government is prepared to intervene in Los Angeles to restore order following a surge of protests triggered by recent immigration raids. The administration has begun mobilizing the National Guard in response to escalating demonstrations and unrest across the city. On Saturday, Trump posted on Truth Social, stating that if California Governor Gavin Newsom and Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass cannot manage the situation, the federal government will step in to address what he described as riots and looters. His message followed 2 days of intensified protests after U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, conducted operations throughout Los Angeles. ICE reported arresting 2,000 undocumented individuals nationwide each day this week, including 118 people in the Los Angeles area. Authorities are deploying troops to respond to violence and property damage near locations where demonstrators have gathered, according to border official Tom Homan, who spoke with Fox News. On Friday, more than 1,000 protesters surrounded a federal building in downtown Los Angeles. Additional protests erupted Saturday in Paramount, south of the city. Local media reported that law enforcement used tear gas and flashbang grenades to disperse crowds. The Department of Homeland Security, DHS, accused state and city leaders of contributing to the unrest. DHS spokeswoman Tricia McLaughlin called for an end to violence targeting law enforcement, urging Mayor Bass and Governor Newsom to intervene. Governor Newsom criticized the federal plan to take control of the state's National Guard and deploy 2,000 troops, describing it as likely to escalate tensions. Mayor Bass stated that such tactics create fear within communities. The Los Angeles Police Department clarified its position, stating it is not involved in federal immigration enforcement actions. Police Chief Jim McDonnell emphasized that while officers will maintain a visible presence to ensure public safety, they will not participate in mass deportations or attempt to determine anyone's immigration status. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem warned that any violence against officers would be prosecuted, assuring that enforcement efforts would continue. FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino confirmed multiple arrests had been made during the protests. ICE has committed to increasing arrests as part of President Trump's pledge to carry out the largest deportation operation in U.S. history. The president has also threatened to cut federal funding to California amid ongoing disputes over immigration policy and other issues. In a related development, Small Business Administration Chief Kelly Loeffler announced the agency will relocate its regional office out of Los Angeles, citing the city's lack of cooperation with ICE. "If a city won't protect its people, we won't stay," Loeffler wrote on X. A recent ruling from Argentina's anti-corruption office has brought new developments to the controversy surrounding President Javier Milei's promotion of a cryptocurrency token earlier this year. Argentina's President Javier Milei did not violate any rules when he promoted the cryptocurrency token Libra earlier this year, according to a ruling from the country's anti-corruption office. The decision states that Milei shared the post about Libra on X in February in a personal capacity and without using government resources. The office, which is part of a government ministry, found no breach of federal ethics laws for public officials. Despite this clearance, a separate investigation by a federal criminal court into the incident is still ongoing. The controversy began when Milei mentioned Libra after meeting with its founders. At the time, the episode drew criticism and briefly affected his reputation. However, Milei's popularity has remained strong as inflation slows and hopes for economic recovery continue among voters. Milei has consistently denied any wrongdoing. He explained that his post was not meant to encourage people to buy the token, but to highlight an initiative aimed at supporting Argentine businesses through cryptocurrency. President Milei, who took office 18 months ago, has focused on free market reforms to address Argentina's long-standing economic challenges. His efforts have earned him support from financial markets and kept public expectations high. Before you go, tell us, what's your take on today's news? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you found it helpful. You're watching Finance Daily Reports, your source for global finance and politics. See you soon and have a nice day.